Hello everybody, my name is Jared and welcome to Jared Gaming. Welcome back to reacting to some of the most disturbing videos on the internet, and we are back at it again with the Backrooms. There seems to be no end to the strangeness that is the Backrooms, and Kane Pixels has delivered yet again. I'm not going to waste too much time. You guys know what the Backrooms is. I know what the Backrooms is. It's amazing. It's really freaking cool and really fascinating. This first video that we're going to be checking out is one that I actually missed, and I think it's because it's actually unlisted. At least that's what it says. And it's called March 11th 90 archive.tar. Don't know what to expect, but I'm sure it'll be interesting, so let's just dive straight in. Ooh. Looks like some old data not accessible. Strange, because we're accessing it. Reformatting. I will say, just right off the bat, just first observations, like this background that we're seeing, just sort of like fluid, oil and water sort of like thing going on. It looks a lot like the, like, right before their little gateway opens up into the back rooms. It's kind of what it looks to me. It's kind of what it reminds me of. I don't know if that is the case. That is just initial observations. Ooh. Now, I'm not sure if what we're seeing right here is the back rooms or not. It certainly has some of the hallmark identifiers as somewhat, like hallways and dark corridors and such, but it doesn't have the usual fluorescent lights and yellow motif, which, as we've mentioned before, there are multiple levels to the back room, so this could still be the back rooms. Ooh. Looks like we have some sort of circuitry. Interesting. I wonder what it means. What could it be? Is this part of the machine, part of the gateway, the threshold that leads to the back rooms that these scientists have created? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, what do we have here? This looks like water maybe coming out of a pipe system, perhaps a flooded basement sort of situation here. Again, no idea if this is from the Backrooms reality or if this is part of the facility. Oh. Redacted scientist, researcher, or someone. Face has been blocked out. I wonder if these are the scientists that created the threshold gateway, and that's why their faces are blocked out, perhaps? Top secret, classified, and all that good stuff. I have to say, it kind of is making me think like maybe these are pictures. These are archived photos of the facility before it was active. It's hard to say. Obviously, these are just still photos. There's not a whole lot to go on. But that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. We've got a lot of, looks like maybe servers, some sort of electrical equipment. Some of it looks like it's covered up with plastic still, like they're kind of unpacking things, perhaps. Ooh. Oh. The last video we reacted, the Backrooms, the one guy in the hazard suit ended up in this room. Here's the window and the computer on the desk. So it is some sort of like observation room. It's some sort of observation room that these scientists can observe potentially safely the back rooms and the activity of the back rooms, because the back rooms is clearly right there in this window and on this computer screen. This is definitely that room. Null zone. Null zone 4. What is a null zone? I cannot read that text. Due to the elevation, this is one of those situations where if I pause it, it's almost impossible to read. Yeah, I'm having a hard time reading it due to the elevation discrepancy between something. I'm not sure. That's really hard to read. Ooh. Is this the threshold machine? How very interesting indeed. Definitely feels like early archive footage. Definitely felt like old archived photos of the facility before. It seems like there's more than one organization that has been delving into and exploring the back rooms. And perhaps this archive is proof of that? It's really hard to say. There is an interesting comment in the video. It seems like someone was able to actually read that text about the null zone 4, and it says, due to the elevation discrepancy between panel 225 and 234, a small KX field is created. Okay. We were getting part of it, but I just wasn't able to read it all. Now, that same comment also went into a little bit of detail on exactly what a KX field is, and doing a little bit of my own research, I think it is like an electromagnetic force field. I think. I'm not good with the complex mathematics and stuff like that, and from what I can tell, that is what that is, so it's some sort of force field, perhaps, to contain perhaps some of the entities within the back rooms, perhaps. Considering the guy in the yellow hazmat suit from the last videos that we watched kind of stumbled upon it, and it kind of almost looked abandoned, it makes me think that whoever was researching the back rooms before these guys met an unfortunate fate, and maybe that's some of the people we've been seeing, some of the dead people. The next video we're going to watch just came out, I think, a couple days ago, and it's called Autopsy Report. So speaking of dead people and finding bodies in the back rooms, perhaps this will shed some light on that. Ooh, John Doe Autopsy Report, February 5th, 1990, Async, Department of Biomedical Sciences. I think this is the first time we've actually had a chance to understand what async is. We've seen the logo and the name async, but it is Department of Biomedical Sciences. Interesting. Perhaps the Department of Biomedical Sciences is just one arm of async, the one that does the autopsies. Ooh. Ooh.
Subject is male, somewhere between 18 and 21 years old. I estimate that the time of death was around 5 days ago, but due to the severe tissue damage, it's hard to say for sure.
Oh, I wonder if this is the kid or the guy that we saw in one of the other videos that was just like up against the wall. They talked about organic material coming off of him and stuff like that or something. I wonder if that's who this is.
The cause of death was likely malnutrition. I was able to recover most of the digestive tract.
It looks like a statue or a piece of art or something, or just very disfigured.
So, things start to deviate from what we would consider to be natural. The decomposition process appears to have been stunted somehow. It's like portions of the body stopped decaying and were sustained. Other areas, however, were completely overtaken by culture. So I took a couple samples of some of the material here.
So maybe this organic material was somehow preserving the body for some reason? Very interesting.
At first, I thought it was an aggregated collection of Pseudomonas fluorescens, but it seems to be closer to a mutated strain of simple hay bacillus, which it should be completely benign, but...
Yep, that is definitely from the other video we saw where the guy was leaning up against the wall. There's the openings on the top, and they've got this whole area like quarantined off, and they took the body back to be autopsied. Very interesting indeed.
Well, really, I don't know what to make of this. Mr. Beck, may I ask where this subject came from?
Nope. I don't think you can ask those kinds of questions, my dude. Ooh. One of the screens that just flashed across this TV screen was one of the archived, one of the people with the faces that have been blocked out. Ooh. Yeah, we're seeing several images. I just saw the threshold doorway. It looks like we're seeing some of the fungus or whatever it is that they recovered from the body. Why is it all flashing across the screen, though? Oh, there was the dude. There it is. Well, there you have it, guys. That is it for those videos. In the usual Kane Pixels fashion, it just sort of ends and leaves us with more questions than answers. It definitely seems like there's perhaps two separate groups who've been researching into the Backrooms. They're recovering corpses from the Backrooms, having them autopsied, finding some sort of strange bacterial or fungus type growth on them that is preserving them and preventing the bodies from decaying as they normally would. But when we're talking about the Backrooms, I mean, it could be anything. It's another reality. The rules of physics that, as we know, probably do not apply there. It's very interesting nonetheless, and I'm always very interested to see what Kane Pixels comes out with, and you can be certain when there is more to be reacted to, we will be reacting to it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and please leave a comment. Let me know your theories about what is going on in these videos. You guys are piecing together things that I'm missing, and I'm loving sort of collaborating with you guys, trying to figure out what it all means and where it's leading, and you know what we're seeing in these videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you do not miss out on future videos where we will be reacting to more of the Backrooms. As always, thank you so very much for watching. You've been awesome. And I'll see you all in the next video.